Hi guys, it's Patty. Fairy Tales and Fireflies. See, it's buried under there. Look at that. So we're going to do something we've never done before. Oh, okay. That's not supposed to be here. Well, that's exactly what we're doing though. We're going to do a little bit of organize with me. So, you know, a while ago, I don't know, I played with these Tim Holtz paper dolls for my 50 stack challenge, but I could not find the girls. Right? So all I could find was, I couldn't even find just a man. I could only find these mixed ones. And they were in this little book that we will be covering. But, how do you get a picture in there? Oh, right there. Cute. We're going to leave that part open. We're not necessarily going to cover it today. I don't know. That's not my focus. So here is the ones I could find that were in this book. But I really, really dislike trying to get them out of these tops, you know? So I had another idea, and so this is just going to be a random, you know, let's organize. So this is probably not going to hold everything, but we're going to start with, I found the girls, the rest of them, they're all in here. The problem is this is fine, except these are girls from, I believe they're from Pam at the Paper Outpost. But like then I got to dig and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to organize these until it gets on my nerves, and then we're going to swap to going through some stamps. So my thought was, let's just, I don't know how many pages are in here. I should have counted, huh? Let's see, I don't want to count. So let's do, oh, look, it's got like almost signatures, right? So I think I got more men than women. No, I said that backwards. I think I have more women than men. So let's do like women to here. See where we get. Then we'll swap to men. And then we'll swap to boys, and it might, because I want a little bit, or kids, I mean, I want a little bit of each, and I'm sure we're going to have to do more than one of these, but I would like a little bit of variety in each one. So I'm just randomly out of here going to pick women. I don't even care. She's going to go with the kids. So, and I got double-sided tape, which we might run out of before we're done, and that's okay too. And I'm just going to kind of slap some on the back and slap them on a page. This is going to be helter-skelter kind of super not organized, right? So, and I don't care that she goes over them because obviously it's only temporary, right? So I love having things in these boxes, but then I forget things are in the boxes, right? Oh, stick. So see, this might not even work, but it's my thought, so we're going to see how it goes. And then, so I should probably be putting these in their order as we go, huh? I don't need those. Kids. Maybe I should be separating the girls from the boys. I don't know, and I don't know that I want to go that deep, but, you know, men. Well, here, let's just flip it over and put them on the men page, right? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yep, it would. And we can build the kids from the back forward. These ones are matte. These are not Tim Holtz. These ones are Tim Holtz. Which makes sense, they're all over my desk, so. Kid, oh no, wait, just flip it backwards and do kids. I need another piece of paper. There we go. So, yeah, I genuinely don't know which one I have the most of. So, I'm just gonna kind of randomly be sticking things down. And I just thought this might work out so much better. I don't know, we might turn around and take them all out again one day because I can't stand it, but we're going to give it a go. I really don't like how my stamps are filed though, and I got my stamps from Lori Marie Jenkins, and it's how she filed them, and they're in a really, really, really antique cigar box, but I don't like going through them that way. So they're all in little envelopes. They're very organized. It's very lovely, and it doesn't work for me at all. And I forget they're there, so then I forget to use them. What are these? Oh, these are couples. Well, shoot. Okay, well, in between the men and the women, I guess, I'll start on this page going back forward. I don't know. We'll put the couples. That was way more than I needed on there. Oh. Back to the kids. Dun, da, da. Well, obviously we're going to be flipping a lot. Am I even in the camera there? Sorry, guys. I'll try to remember to look up occasionally. Oh, there was more than one. Okay. I got to make my little things smaller or I'm not going to have enough tape. I'm sure of it. Also, they just don't need that much tape. It's only a temporary hold, you know? Because we're going to glue them down to something anyway, and they're not going to stick on this hardcore because it's plastic, right? And I have all kinds of books, yeah, photo albums, that's the word, there we go. Because I was going to organize everything into photo albums a while ago and put them all in one, couples. Put them all in one big filing cabinet. But the problem is part of the ones I bought are too big to stand upright in the filing cabinet, and then that kind of just ruins it. So I still might go with that, but certainly have to rearrange the way I do it. And if I don't start using these stickers, then I won't be able to justify keeping the stickers. So, you know, and whoops. Oh, here. Let's give you a piece down here too. Because clearly he didn't want to stick. And the thing is, you know, you pay good money, especially for these Tim Holtz ones. And then I never use them because, I don't know, they're black and white and I don't know that they do it for me. So that's the thing. So if I don't start using them, so I'm 50 now. So by the time I'm 51, I need to be making inroads on these or they need to leave. And I'm trying to organize my whole room, but the more I try to organize, the bigger mess I make. I'm not great at it, but I want my husband to flip everything around so that all my supplies are actually with me. And I now know that I just have to stand. I don't get to sit down to do art because, I don't know, something about my hips and back will not sit in a office chair. And I can't seem to find one that doesn't hurt me. So Denny, that would be the hubby, bought me a sit-stand desk a while ago. And it's still in the dining room, and I'd really like it in here. And this is my very first art table that I ever had. Okay, apparently I have more of these than anything else. Who knew? Who knew? So I'm going to put the tape down further on this one so that I can kind of go like that and still just reach underneath of them. I don't want to put the tape over top of the tape, you know, or over top of the people. So, whoops. You're not far enough back, Patty. There we go. And then once we get these in here and filed, we can designate, like put a little bookmark. We can make a bookmark for each part. Because that way, then I'll just know to grab this off the shelf. And it'll probably wind up, so when my desk gets flipped, well, it might happen before that because I'm really wanting some stuff. I now know I like a cleaner desk. And so, even though I have multiple desks, right now they're all full. Every one of them. Which is just ridiculous. These are kids again, right? Are those kids? Yeah, those are kids. Let me see. Where's my first? Why did I skip this page? Anybody know? No, I don't either. I was trying to decide if they could go like right there in the center. Which I guess they could. Let's see if they'll stick. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm trying to take smaller pieces, which is very hard, so we're going to wind up just cutting pieces a lot, I think. But this, well, one, this is kind of fun, actually. But two, then we'll use the supplies, because I have learned if I can't see it, I don't use it. So most of my bins are clear like this, because I'm learning that about myself. So, like Denny bought me, for my last year's birthday, he bought me all these heavy-duty metal, pretty white shelves. It's not what I wanted, but it worked out better than what I wanted. So, you know, go Denny. Score for the hubby. How did I lose my little... Oh, here it is. It's okay, but, like, why did you lose it in the first place? Back to the kids. Oh, look how quick that got those off my desk, though. So anyway, when things are filed on the shelves, I see them because I know exactly where to go. Like I know exactly where to find my bookbinding stuff. I know exactly where it's at every time. Okay, I'm going to put that there so I'm not searching when I flip. which is funny because the first thing I grabbed out was a kid. Not on purpose. Oh, you don't go there. Misfile. Well, you know, it was bound to happen. Okay, you just sit right there for a second. So, yeah, I would like to... So, obviously, she had something with her, and I cut it off. I bet she had a dog or something. I don't know. So, I don't know how she's going to get used, but poor little girl. Go right there. We'll find something to do with her. Oh, and now I'm finding my little fairies. But they're still little kids, right? So, oh, get off my finger. I'm using too much tape again. Smaller amount, Patty. These kids are so freaking cute. But see, I don't use them because I don't even see them, so I don't think about it. So, but once things are on my shelves and I know exactly where they're at, then I use things. Like, the only thing in my art room that is actually organized is my paints. Like, I know where my paints are. I know where to find my paints every single time. I just wanted to put one more kid, I don't know why, on this page. I'm getting distracted and I'm not doing it right. See? Then it takes me more time when I try to do it that way. Okay, put your thing in and flip. Oh, somebody fell. Man down, man down. Oh, because you're not attached to anything. Yeah, so there we go. So that was a couple. That goes over here. That's the one that I had misfiled over on the other page. So then I got some actual, look, just men. Who knew? It's going to happen. Okay. Now I feel like I should go center. Yeah, it doesn't matter because if we wind up with extras, then we just do another book. And then that way there's a little bit of everything in each book. That was my thought. I probably already said that, didn't I? So my kiddo is 16, you guys. 16. Oh my goodness. It's too fast. Too fast. So, yeah, he went small for his birthday, and everybody was a little bit traumatized by that. And at first, I was like, no, you have to do something. You're 16. Everybody's going on and on, blah, 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 blah. And then I realized, hello, yeah, he's 16. That means he has a mind of his own, and my kid definitely has a mind of his own. So if he doesn't want to celebrate big, don't celebrate big. You know, I mean, he's going to be 16 for an entire year. It's all good. And I mean, like, I knew I wasn't buying him big stuff because Mom thought she'd be funny and die because he needed a car. That's not why she died. That's just what I say to make myself feel better, you guys. I know. It's not really why she died, but I just think, you know, she just had to have the last laugh because I said he doesn't get a car just because he's 16. Okay, listen, nobody bought me a car just because I was 16, you guys. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, when you get grandkids, apparently, which I'm looking forward to someday later in life, if Sam decides to have any, it doesn't matter what you did with your kids because you're not their parent. It's not your job. So you can just be a mess and then send them on home. That's a little girl, right? I was checking her out closely when I picked her up because I wasn't sure. So, yeah, I already told Sam, yeah, I'm going to haunt you and follow you around everywhere. Where you go, I will go too. Part-time. Part-time. I'm not a full-time kind of mom once he's out having his life. I mean, unless he wants me to be. And depending on where the heck he lands, because I'm not staying in Arizona full-time. I can't do it. Come here, little lady. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to do it. That's more the point. So, because my whole family's in Michigan, and having Mom pass away really reminded me how precious your time is now. Mom spent every winter with me, so I don't feel like I didn't spend time with her. I did. Never enough. But I realized quickly forever wouldn't have been enough, so that part doesn't really matter. Anywho, yeah, I told Sam, I've been telling him his whole life that I'm going to chase him around wherever he goes. And then I said, you know, if you have kids, you might want me to be around because you might need a babysitter. You don't know. You'll definitely want a night out with your woman, right? I mean, Just trying really hard to justify my existence in his life. I was like, I'm going to live down the road from you. And he goes, okay. And I was like, okay, not all the time. But I've also, so some people have the whole rules in my family of, you know, you get a job, you go to college, or you get out. I don't have that rule with my kid. I'm like, because one, I don't want him to go to college if college is not his thing, because that would just be a waste of my money. But I did tell him it's college or trade school or the military, and the military is not optional, so he really only has two. That's what I tell him. Then I also tell him that I'm well aware that when he turns 18, I no longer get a say. Because I want him to be a free-thinking, independent person, right? And his views are not going to be the same as mine. Which is fine, as long as he follows God in some capacity. I don't really care. He's not supposed to be a carbon copy of me. Ooh, that would be messy. He is very much, has so much of me in him that it's funny. I'm like, oh man, you're hard. You're hard to deal with sometimes, man. It's like trying to argue with myself. It's never a good plan. So, yeah, whoops. Well, they went flying. Okay, you guys sit right there for a minute. Obviously, I pulled my... Did I smack you? Sorry if I did. I'm hoping we get through this and we can move on to the stamps. I have some really cool stamps, and I have some stamps, you guys, that I don't know what to do with. I'm sure I'm never going to use them because they are so cool that, I don't know. I got to figure it out. Because they're meant to be used, right? You know, this is our art. This stuff is meant to be used. You know, so I probably could have did the kids with boy and girl, but I don't want to put that much effort into it. I just want them stuck down here, and then we can pop them off and use them as we please. Nope, don't overcrowd your page, Patty. There's no reason to. Okay, this is too big for her, I think. So we're going to put one on each because we got two little fairies going on. Look at her face. Oh, where are you at? Look at her. She is so angry. She cracks me up. She's a grumpy little girl. I want to call her a grumpy Gus, but you know, she's a girl. Okay, this one just looks like it fits right there, though. There'll be more, there'll be more. Okay, back to the women. I really thought I had more women than anything, but now it's kind of looking like maybe I got more kids. See? The things you don't know because you don't play with your art supplies. So, yeah. Women. Aren't they cute? They're cute. See? I really need to get my stuff out. Okay, so I was doing a thing, you guys, and I fell. I was kicking the punching bag with Samuel because one of us is trained and the other is not. And so guess what? I missed the bag. I was trying to do, I think it was a roundhouse. I was only supposed to do the spin, right? I was trying to learn the footwork of the spin, not the kick. He's like, don't kick, Mom, just spin. Yeah, and I kicked anyway because I don't listen, right? Yeah, we know. I don't listen. And so I missed the bag altogether. My foot got caught on the chair because Sam's bag stuck to my finger. It's still in my living room. Well, it's in the, I have a living room, dining room combo thing in the living room. So it's in the dining room portion of the combo. And then the dining room is over here next to me. So like there's two dining room spaces in the house, which we do not use for dining room spaces because, you know, we have a dining room. We only need one. So that's where Sam's not allowed to have a computer in his room. Yeah, this is the kind of parents we are. My husband set the rule when Sam was a baby that no computers in the bedrooms, which I was fine with because I set the rule of no girls in the bedrooms, not even when he was little. That way it was just always, you know, when your friends come over and they happen to be a girl, that's cool. You play outside of the room. And then that way I figured when he became a teenager, it's already well established, right? Yeah. Yep. So they're always in sight of everybody else. Just safety. That's all. It's sad that you live in a world of safety, because I certainly didn't. My crew was an even mix of boys and girls, and we were everywhere. Nobody ever knew where we were, but that's, we were 80s kids. Nobody ever knew. So this is a mom and a kid, but I'm gonna put it, no, I'm gonna put it with the kids. I was gonna put it with the couples, but that doesn't make sense. So, and then I didn't really want to stick it with my women, so I'll stick it back here with the kids. Maybe. I lost the tape again. Anyway, so yeah, Denny made the rule. There's no computers in the bedrooms. So Sam has a computer in the dining room portion, right? What would have been a dining room. And he doesn't even fight it about not having a computer in his room at 16. Why? Because he has a Chromebook and a smartphone and all these computerized things. Yeah, that was smart of us. I know. But when we set the rule, you weren't thinking about the fact that they'd have laptops and phones, and because a 1-year-old doesn't have those things. But now I think he likes it to stay in the living room, because when his friends come over, they take over the TV too, because our TVs in our house, we don't have regular, like, cable, right? So we have, everything's hooked to a computer. Why am I putting the women back here? Stop it, Patty. What are you doing? Okay, hang on, guys. Because I put that woman, okay, so maybe she needs to move up too, because that's throwing me off. All right, hang on. Let's do the flip. Stick them over here. No worries, I just adjust a little. Dun, 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 dun. Does she have, yep, she does. And then you. Come here, troublemakers. Super cute. So anyway, where was I at? So his punching bag is still down there, because Sam is a brown belt in karate. So he's 3rd brown, getting closer to 2nd brown. But, in karate, you use a bag, right? So it's a bag that sits on the floor, not one that hangs from the ceiling. Oh, look at him and his little doggy. Oh, so cute. See? I struggled. Remember back when I struggled with masculine? I could have totally did just a little boy and his dog. Are these two little brothers, I'm assuming, holding on to each other? Oh, super cute. Yeah, you need to get these babies out, Patty. But that's why we're doing this, and I'm storytelling. So anyhow, let me finish one story, right? I know. Sorry, guys, I wander. For those of you that are new here, I am on medication that makes me sometimes not be able to find my words, and it makes me a little scattered, and we just work with it. And I appreciate everybody that hangs in and just listens to my crazy stories while I am working through it. So I'm going to put these with the men, because that might be a teenage boy right there. No, I think he's a man. What do you guys think? These ones are matte. It's just kind of fun. Okay. Anywho, I did a roundhouse kick, and I caught the chair instead of the bag. My foot got caught, and I was turning already, so of course I went down, right? And then, so I went down onto my hands and knees, but the momentum carried me in very slow motion like that onto my face, which was great because I was in a migraine cycle. And, but so hilarious. All I could do is laugh all the way, and I knew I was falling all the way, but I couldn't course correct, So I was laughing the whole way down, and my son was super concerned because I have, my clavicle and shoulder are damaged, and my lower back. So he was freaking out, but I was too busy laughing because so typical, Patty, right? Just so typical. You're not 16, Patty. You're 50, right? But my brain thinks it's 16. Well, see, apparently I think I'm 15. I put that up too high, so now he's got to go over here. And that is a little boy. Okay, you sit there while we put this man down here. All right, stick there, man. So, yeah, But in the meantime, when I went down on my face, of course it means I went right on my glasses, because I went like right down. And then, so my glasses keep falling off my face now. So eventually I'll have to go get them adjusted. And she's so cute. We should use her in the little girl journals. Put a little bit of glitter on her tutu. I tried to get Sam to take dance, but I knew it was never going to work, because even as a baby, you know how when your babies are little, you hold them up when they're getting strength in their legs and they dance around to the music and stuff. Nope. My kid's stiff-legged that bad boy. He would never do it. He liked the music, and when he was sitting in his his, the walker, that's the word. Well, bouncer first, but then walker. He would bop his head and whatnot. But man, you pick him up to do the dance? No, no, no. Nope, that was not happening in his world. Okay. Men for you, and then bigger size little tutu girl can go in the back. That was too much for him, but that's okay. This is so fun. I can't believe how much I'm enjoying just sticking these babies down here. Oh, did I forget to stick you? I did. All right, well, come here. That is okay. That is okay, little man. Well. And the fun thing is we're not going to ruin the pages by picking them up, right? So I can just use them again. So, well, I really hope you guys like story time, because that's what's happening here. I know. I need a drink. Hang on. We are still doing coffee. Yes, we are. I always think I would have liked to have lived back in the day when you had to dress in all these layers with your parasols and your stuff. But then I remember how much work and how many layers of clothes the women physically wore. And then I'm quickly over it. I love these babies. These little fairy babies are just the best, don't you think? And this is great, because then they're going to be so organized, and I am so ridiculously, oh, that's a little boy, okay. I'm ridiculously excited to have them organized. So, I've never done one of these organize with me, clean up with me, whatever you want to call them. Oh, little doggy. I think when I get home from Michigan, I will have a dog, because I believe I'm bringing my dad's dog home. Which I don't think is a good plan, but my dad keeps saying it. Oh, poor baby. Don't put him on his head, Patty. Come on, don't be that way. Fine. Here, sit here with your doggy. My dad keeps saying it. He keeps going back and forth, and so while I'm there, I just have a feeling he will make the decision to send the dog home with me, because I think, as much as I want to keep him in his apartment, because I think it's good to have all the people around, I think he is going to wind up living with my sister, which is fine. If that's what he thinks is best for him, that's fine too. I think he's better in his apartment because there's people, So, not in the wintertime necessarily, but in the summertime, people are out and they're chatting, and my dad's a very social creature. So I just thought it would be better for him. Okay, well, we'll have a whole line of them there. But ultimately, I'm just going to support whatever the heck he decides to do, because it's hard enough not having mom. So if he feels better being around my sister every day, day in and day out, and her wife, because my nephew's there, but he won't be there. Because, well, I guess he will, because he's going to college from there next year. He did his 1 year in, the dorms in the university. And, but he's swapping to a college closer to home, which I think is brilliant, to get all of his prereqs done. So he's in med school, or he's going to be in med school. That's what he's training for. I'm trying to get this little lady off the desk. He's going to be a doctor, but he's got to get all that pre-meds and stuff. And I was like, why are you paying the top dollar for gen ed classes? Baby, don't do that. And so I think he talked to me, but nobody listens to me. So I think he talked to his counselors and friends and stuff at school, and one of the buddies that he actually went, they're at the same university. They're both swapping to a university closer to home. That they're both universities, but one is cheaper than the other significantly. So the one he's swapping to is a really good university. My husband actually graduated from it, and he's an engineer. So, and that's what I told my nephew. I was like, look, Uncle Denny does just fine. He's an engineer. That's the school he went to, you know, because who wants to pay extra for training? Which is why I told my son, if he's not feeling college, he can go to trade school, but he has to do one or the other, because, you know, you got to have a career path. But I just figured, you know, there's a lot of goodness when it comes to trade schools, because obviously they pay you to learn your craft, and college is not going anywhere. You know, it's always there. But, you know, I said, you know, the trade school it would be that means you're going to do a physical job every day. But you guys, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, all the sedentary nonsense in their lives that kids do these days, I think a trade school where you got to get up and move your butt is actually a good thing. One of his friends is in welding class, and I think he's going to be a welder when he's done. So I've been talking to him. I think he's going to continue on to be welding, because he'll already have one of his certificates when he graduates high school. And I was talking to him about, isn't she cute? She's all dolled up to go to, it looks like a wedding. That he should look into union, right? Because that way he's always protected. I don't know. My aunt and uncle are retired electricians from the union in Michigan, and their life was always really good. I mean, they could afford to go do life besides work. My uncle is a master electrician, and my aunt is a journeyman electrician. And they tried to get me to go to the school, but, and I should have. Yep, sure should have. Okay, we'll put her in a minute. But I wasn't understanding what they were trying to tell me, and so I didn't. Because in my brain I wanted to be a nurse, which I was, but I had to quit nursing school to get Samuel, because at that time, in Michigan, the courts, they're not wrong. So I worked for myself, so I worked full-time. So you're working full-time, and you're going to be a single mom, because at that point I was a single mom. I was adopting single. And going to school, how are you going to give any quality time to this child, right? So, perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. So I was like, well, okay. Well, I can't quit the job, so I'll just quit the school, which I was happy to do. And I could have went back when Sam was a baby, because I got married, obviously. And I actually got accepted to a nursing school here in Arizona, but the thing is we didn't have people here, me and my husband, because he's not a social creature, and he was here a year before me, but he didn't make friends, you know? And then I didn't make friends because I was too busy wrapped up in being a mommy, and I really didn't want to miss a thing. So I stayed with Sam. I stayed home with Sam. And just, well, I'm not going to say just, because being a full-time housewife and mommy is freaking work. But I didn't want to miss anything, and I didn't. And so and then Denny and I had agreed before we got married that that the value was in me staying home because we could afford it. And, you know, then we weren't paying daycare and blah, blah, blah. And I did not want to, well, I wouldn't come to Arizona if I had to let someone else raise my kid. You know, that's not why I had him. Got him, whatever. I say had all the time because I often forget that Sam's adopted, because it's just not significant in our world. Sam could care less. Thank God. Because, of course, Sam has always known he's adopted, because I didn't want him to have a identity crisis later in life. You know, because, you know, I know there was a school of thought that you don't tell them and you just raise them. At some point you tell them, and then I didn't want my kid to be like, well, who am I really and where do I belong and stuff. Nope. So he just grew up with this is just a fact of our life, and we're so very blessed with it. And I taught him that, I used to explain it to him that mommy couldn't have babies, and I wanted him so much that God put him into his birth mother. I'm not going to use her name, but I do with him, into her belly for me so that I could have him. So that's how Sam grew up, with the knowledge of adoption, which God put in my heart very, very young. When I was 8 years old, I knew I wanted to adopt. I didn't know I couldn't have kids at that point. But a couple at my church had 13, woo, adopted children, and one, well, they called her homemade child. And I just was 100% fascinated, thought that was the best thing I had ever seen in my life. I was young. I was 8. I didn't understand all the ins and outs of it, but I knew I wanted it. That's how I wanted my kids to be, right? Because their kids were from all walks of life. And back then, when I was young, it was very popular to get children from Korea, adopt children that were up for adoption in Korea. I'm not sure why, because I was 8. You know, wouldn't even occur to me. So they had several from Korea, but they also had several from here in the States. And they had just a couple of Chinese children. I think back then China was still probably suffering from the rule when they could only have 2, and so only certain kids were kept because, you know, that's how your family line goes, blah, 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 that kind of thing. But 13, oh. And so when I was young, I wanted 13 too, because I was 8. You know. And I just assumed that by the time I was 20, I would be married and I would be adopting my children and blah, 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 blah. And that did not happen. Obviously, I did not get married until 35, and I got Sam when I was 34. So I had a couple failed adoptions before Sam, but yep, that is when I stopped trying, when I told God, all right, I get it. I'm just going to be an aunt. And I was, you guys, I was that aunt. Oh my gosh. I used to, do you guys remember those, you know what I was just thinking? Hold on a minute. Hold, please. I'm just wondering if I shouldn't have just put a little swatch of glue on these guys. I want to see if this sticks. Yeah. That works too, because I'm almost out of tape, which I'll buy more. I'm forced to leave my house this afternoon. Don't leave my house very often, guys, because, you know, Mom, I don't know. That's not a good enough reason, but that's the truth of it. The first time I had to go out, I was so mad. But anyhow, what was I telling you guys? Because I've completely forgotten. Yep, no clue. It'll come back to me, don't worry. Oh, there's more than one there. All right, well, you bring your little self down here. How cute. I really, really like these guys. That's a little girl. Really got to get using them. Dogs. So I was planning to get a new dog, and I was on the fence about it. So my aunt, whom I love, no, that's couples. Oh, you go to the men's group. Where am I going? Men. My aunt has this white, it's supposed to be a micro mini pom, but she might be a little overfed. So she's bigger than what a micro mini would look like. But I adore everything about her. She's like the best dog ever. This is a little girl. And so I really, really want one. Every time I'm near her, I'm like, and my aunt had said she would buy me one, right? But I was like, yeah, from a rescue, because I'm all about rescuing animals, and because I know how much her dog cost, and I would never want somebody to buy me a dog that costs that much. But, you know, like I said, I believe I'll have Dad's dog. So I was hesitating to get a dog. So this is the only part that's not great about the glue. Okay, glue just the center from now on, Patty. All right, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Just a little dab of glue will do ya. Put it down here by her feet. Little dab will do ya, because then I can't move them around. Oh, this is a little girl. No, you are not kids. Kids. That part between her legs actually pops out, so we'll see how that works out. Yeah, anyway, when I first had to, the first time, what am I doing? First time I had to leave the house after Mom died, I was like very resentful. Like, and I didn't even realize I was doing it. So, but I mean, I spend most days in my house. This is what I do. I hang out with you guys on YouTube. I don't know if that's going to work. We'll see. Now, doing it this way, I need to think about placement a little bit more. You know? Like I can place her there, and that's okay. Oh, cute little girl. Look at her. Oh, shoot. I'm out of camera again. Sorry, guys. So some of these I am trying to record ahead of time because I'll be off wandering, and it's not always conducive to making videos. So it's going to be a weird kind of pop around thing. It's the only way I can think of it. Gail does hers ahead of time all the time, and it seems to work out. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm not sure how I'm giving it a go yet, but I'm going to give it a go. So, oops. You used way too much glue, Patty. Stop it. I wanted to set him in between those two. Yeah, I think I can pull it off. And then some days, like wherever I happen to be, I will, sometimes I'll get to do a little pop-in mini video or something, like maybe those shorts or whatever, and certainly will be able to post on my community page and say hi to everyone. And I don't mind saying that I'm going to be gone from home. I know some people don't do that, but when I'm gone, my house is not empty. So it's not like, you know, or I wouldn't, for sure. I'd be like, tell you when I get back. And I will. I'll have so many tales when I get back, I'm sure. I mean, some of it won't be fun because you know I'm going home to do my mom's birthday party. You are a man. Man. Definitely have less men than everything else, don't I, guys? Here I was all worried about the men portion. Way less men. We're almost done. We're almost done with this little box of goodies. Such a random way to do it, I know. But I wish I'd have thought of the glue sooner. I wouldn't have wasted all the tape because I really need the tape for the stamps. I think that would make the stamps just by far easier. You know, so, and that's okay because it's just from the Dollar Tree. I'm trying to use up everything in my space rather than buy. Because as crafters, you guys know, we get so much of everything, and that's not always 100% beneficial. Well, it's not beneficial at all when you get too much. Too much of a good thing. I need to go back to the children. Yay! More doggies. Oh, how cute is he? Oh my gosh, I'm going to use him in my little boy journal. If I can remember long enough. You know, which is questionable, admittedly. Oh, he didn't even go on him. That's funny. Here, I was all worried about it. What is... Oh, brothers. Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. Fun times. So, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do the whole... Am I on couples? No, I need to be a man. Man. Oh, excuse me, little birdie. So the birds I have in a really cool space. I like where the birds are at. I don't like how they're filed necessarily. How did I lose my... I lost my little thingy that said men. Okay, that's couples. All right, couples. So men are... There we go. Men. I don't know what I was using, but here. Come here, bird. Oh, there. There's a tag. Get off the desk. Oh, look, it's a little lady and her kid again. Well, they're definitely going in the ladies. Whoops, not you. Uh-oh, getting close, getting close. Okay, we'll put them over on this side. Little on you, little on you. Let's tack you down. So, I'm waiting for a package to come that I have to sign for today. I'm like, okay, don't get in the way of I bought myself a Pilates wheel. I bought myself one before. To be fair, I have one upstairs, which I'm going to just resell because this one came with more stuff than mine. Yeah, I know. It seems weird, but I felt like I needed it. So it's an investment in my health. You know, happy 50s. So I think, according to JJ Virgins, she's a multiple letters after her name. I can't do all that doctorate and everything else stuff. I need to pack on as much muscle mass as I can between now and my 60s. So that's my plan. I bought her creatine powder, but you guys, oh my gosh, I can't gag it down. So I know she puts it in, yeah, you know what? It is a sticker. I was going to say, I don't think these are even stickers, but it is. It's a sticker. Get up on the page. There we go. I got to figure out how to get it down because she puts it in a smoothie every day, but I don't drink smoothies. So, yeah, it might be one of those things where Sam's friend said that him and his brothers take their creatine powder because they're weightlifting. And they just take a tablespoon of it and gulp it down. And I was like, ooh, that's hardcore. I don't know if I'm that hardcore, you guys. I might try it, though, just to see. But, ooh. Oh, like dry? How did you get it down dry? I haven't tried it yet. I don't like I don't like protein powders either. It's really weird. So I buy my son protein drinks, the pre-made ones, because he doesn't eat dinner on 3 days a week, which could be moving to 4 for the summer, but something's going to have to give there. What are you doing? Turn to here. There we go. Because before and after karate is dinner time, right? And so when he's done with karate, if he hasn't eaten by like 8 o'clock, I make him drink a protein shake. Because most kids get their enough protein from their milk, but Samuel is the size of an adult. You know, he's over 6 foot tall. So, I mean, he's adult size. So I'm like, no, you're burning, you know, because karate's intense. So no, you need it. So that's our rule in our house. But that means that, well, this is a man, but there's a little boy sitting here, so I'm going to do the boy first. That just makes more sense. Some of them fell out of the thing like they did before, and they're right here beside me. So I got 2 men sitting here, which is good. But yeah, so anyway, he drinks, but Sam is a chocolate lover. The darker, the better. Like, I'm surprised the kid doesn't just eat the can of baking cocoa. Holy moly, he does some dark chocolate. And I'm not a big chocolate person. Well, I am when I am, but not dark chocolate for sure. So, but the Premier Protein shakes, I don't like them especially. But if I take their vanilla and then I take a blueberry yogurt, and I also don't like yogurt. So, if I mix the two together, I will just gulp it right down. The problem with that is right now, I'm not taking in anything that's not, you know, meat and fat. So, I don't currently do that, or I would just add the creatine powder into that, you know. And I tried to put it in my coffee and cover it up. That didn't work out, which I might have to try again. But the thing is then that means I'm going to have to put flavoring over it, and I finally got myself to where I don't use anything in my coffee but Splenda. Well, sucralose, whatever, that stuff. So, and I'm trying to teach myself to like coffee that's just plain. which may never happen. I might have to just swap over to tea because I love plain Jane tea. I have a little boy in my hand, but all these guys are also in my hand, so we're doing the guys. And then, oh, it's a little girl in my hand. Then we'll put this one down. Check this out, you guys. This is so cool. Well, I can't get him. How funny is that? Let me move these, because those are all we have left right there. Just these ones right here. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that one's not even a full body. Oh, I bet you that happened during December. I'm like, there's a kid right here in my hand. Kid. Man. All right. Oh, kid. I do have men. Look at that. All right. Let's flip over to the men for a minute. How cute is this? I just like looking at the book, you guys. So when I was a little girl, did you guys do sticker books when you were little, where you collect stickers and you stick them in the book? Man, I had so many, especially Garbage Pail Kids. I had a ton of them. You guys remember those? Yeah. Good times. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. Just pop them in, pull them out when you want them. But it's fun just to look at. Just a flip through is a good time. Didn't have as many couples as I thought I was going to have. At first it looked like there was just a ton of couples there. But see, now we have room to add other stuff because I know I have more ladies of some sort. Pretty sure. Well, let's do this man first, and then we'll flip over to our last lady, and then bam, we did it. Okay. No, couples. How fun is this book? This book is fun. So then we just have to decide what are we going to put on the outside, which I don't know that we're going to decide today, but I'm thinking since it's going to be my book, why don't I use some of my favorite. Oh, see, I love that so much. And I keep avoiding using it. But now I know how to scan, so I could scan it and then use it. But I have some pages that I love. I think they're in the blue. Possibly. They're in the blue or the pink. Yeah. That wasn't the one I was thinking of, but that one would work too. I was thinking of these ones back here. See this? I love this so much. These are my jelly prints. Some of them. This is Darcy's buttons. I think it's the buttons. It's buttons or peacock that I made not too long ago. And inside, this is, see, I love both sides. This is part of the maps that my late friend Jen gave me. So we know we are not going to, we know we got to take a hole out of the center. So if I put this here, can I feel the ridge? Right there. What? Look at me being brave, you guys. It's probably a bad plan. I only need a little bit of it, right? I need a little bit of each end. Dun, dun, dun. I think it's here. Oh, this is probably such a bad plan. Okay, let's see if we can do that. I know this was not my plan for the end of the video, but hey, win 'em room, man, win 'em room. I do love this print. Well, it's not going to be perfect, I can tell you that. But, you know, what in our craft room is? That's what I'm saying. You know, when do you ever see me do perfect work? Because there's no such thing, really. Why is that one cut so much further, Patty? Put it on here. All right, leave some of this bottom. I cut too far on the bottom. It's okay, right there. See how that works out. Oh my God, he's funny. Oh, look, it almost wraps the whole book. All right, so I want to put, hold on. Let me get the real glue because it's on the other desk. Well, it's all real glue, but I meant this glue because that's shiny. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but we're going to find out. Get around this edge. Round your edge, round your edge. Yeah, this was not planned. This was not part of my plan. Get up there. So let's see what we see. Let's put that there and we'll measure from there. I'm a little bit, just a little wonky. It's a little wonky doodle. You would have thought I would have cut the edges off first, huh? The top and the bottom, but no, 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 not Patty. Nope, why would I do such a thing? Okay. And am I gonna course correct? No, that's a future Patty problem. Oh no, wait, we shifted. Get back over here. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be cool though, isn't it? So this will wrap around like that. Quit grabbing the pages, Patty. It's gonna wrap like that. Oh, how cute. I mean, he's not gonna be there. As a matter of fact, we should have put that mom and son in there, huh? Wonder if they fit. No, it's gonna be too big. Let's see, what's gonna fit in there? Will these three ladies fit? See, that's the fun of it. Look at that, we can just pull them off, tuck them in here. Do they fit? They do. Cool. But you know, there's nothing there. Huh. Well, we should. Can you see it? He's peeking out behind him. Anyway, we'll fix that portion, but I just wanted to see what's going to fit in there that will tell us what's in the book. I mean, I'm going to write it on a tag or something and hang it from the spine probably anyhow, but it's still important to know. And I'm just working down where I can feel that it wants to curl. See, I missed right there, but I don't think that even matters. Well, one, it's my book. Why would it matter? Honestly. Plus, we'll probably just put something there. All right, so let's put this part down so that I can clamp it. I don't know what that is, though. We don't need you. You go over there. Get the edge for sure. Get the edge for sure, Patty. Da, 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 da. Oh, I love making a mess. All right, well, we're going to be doing this again with stamps, you guys. But I have a different idea for the stamps, just so you know. I mean, I have the easy way, but I also have some Nancy Drew books over there that I would love to put into use. You know, that is